Good morning, everybody, or good evening, or good afternoon, whichever time you're watching it. Part 2 of the struggles. I'm hoping to do a little bit more in this episode than in the previous one. I know in the previous one I said I'm going to change the oil in the transfer case, but I'll be honest with you, Sunday was a very lazy Sunday for me, so I said just didn't have effort to do anything. Anyway, I do have a lot of parts today and I'm hoping to fit them, so sit back, relax and enjoy the video. Right, so I'm gonna start when I finished last. So I did snap the bolt here, and I have a weird feeling that that's gonna snap as well. I've treated it with a penetration oil, but I don't think that penetration oil is on it for over a week. I just think that bolt is gone altogether, so we're gonna try to heat it up a little bit and see if that's gonna do anything. If not, it's just gonna snap, so I'm just gonna have to retread it. Afterwards, I have brake discs, oil filter, thermostat, brake pads, spark plugs, air filter, a new water pump, and as you probably see, I still don't have the fan belt and I still don't have the timing belt watch. I think during the day Kevin might bring me the remaining parts. I still don't have the electronic distributor, but again, that's something that can be done later on. The plan for today is try to put it back all together so we can put it back on the road so it can go for the paint. Yeah, we'll see how that's gonna go. I do have the, as I said before, I couldn't get the actual gaskets, so we're gonna have some arts and crafts. So yeah, fun and games. Okay, so I got some of the bolt out as I thought the remaining is gonna stay inside. It snapped off, so it's gonna be interesting. Nope, needs to be drilled. Okay, so that was a success, but as you can see, all this was corroded, so there was very little chance of me taking it out properly. Now I'm not going to touch that yet because I still have to figure out how am I going to take those bolts out. Okay. thermostat replaced. It took me only, what time is it? It took me only 2.5 hours. That's not bad. That's not bad. As you can see, I've snapped both of the bolts. Then I had to clean it, sand it, drill the 2 pockets again, and it wasn't easy because, well, it wasn't easy. I was doing it first time. But eventually that is done. So next on the agenda, hold on a second, something's right. So the top, anyway, the top of the thermostat, everything is fitted. Now we'll see whether that will hold the water in. I think it will, because there isn't much pressure flowing through the cooling system. Next, I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping to get the timing belt and the fan belt by now. It's still not here. I'm assuming I'm not gonna fucking have it today, so I'll just continue on with what I have. I have the oil and I have the filter, so yeah, I'll put the filter back on, put the oil in, put the distributor back in, rocker cover goes back in, and then we're gonna jump onto the carburetor. And I think I'm gonna have to read a little bit about it, because there's a number of hoses in here, the vacuum hoses, that are not going to be used anymore, so I just need to blank them off. So yeah, for the moment that's it, and we'll keep the ball rolling. Bit of an update. I found an issue that the engine has, and that is an oil leak. So I'll show you now. See all this gunk on the back? Hold on. Yeah, all this stuff over there. So that's an oil, and it turns out that those O-rings, that's a distributor. That's a distributor. That's a distributor. So those O-rings, they tend to go, and it looks like this one is gone. Now, when I took it out, it's not very soft anymore. So I've ordered that O-ring in, and whenever it comes, I will be able to replace. Now, it looks like I can continue on with the work, because that doesn't affect anything. I can just take it out. It only holds, and it's only being held by 3 bolts, so I can continue on with the project. Now, I am kind of tossed between what to do next, because the original plan was to paint the cover black, and I kind of want to close the engine. So what I might do is I might just actually paint the cover now, and in the meantime, when the paint is drying, I can work on the carburetor. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okie doke. So the 2 covers are painted. We're just gonna let them dry. stove is on, so they should dry fairly fast. And now what we're going to do, Jesus, and now what we're going to do is we're gonna play arts and crafts. So this is the seal for the carburetor, and I have somewhere in here, there you go, should be enough, and I have it's a gasket paper. So what I might do, I'm gonna have to cut it out. Is that the same thickness? No, I'm gonna have to do 2. Right. Okay. No, that's the that's it wrong. That's the old gasket, but turns out that there is a slight difference. See what I mean? So you see this and that needs to be connected. That's probably a breather. So yeah, I'm just gonna take the paper and I'm just gonna try to do a stencil out of it. Okay, so I was trying to use regular bolts to put the carburetor back on, but to be quite honest with you, they were just too long and there wasn't enough space. So I just had to cut some bolts and fit them in. So now what I'm doing is I'm literally waiting for the Loctite to dry. Once that dry, I have the perfect washers cut out. So once that fully dry, we're putting the carburetor back on. Right, so a bit of an update. I have the carburetor fitted, and I'm thinking, hold on, I'm just gonna show you. I'm thinking how to connect that line, that's your gas line, to that carburetor. Now I was able to put that here, so that sits nice and sturdy. I don't think I'll be able to do anything about that because no, it looks like the new line would need to be fed from here, went up the way here, then you put it there, you tighten it, that goes in, and well, obviously I'm not going to do that, so we might actually that relevant? Does that do us anything? Oh, that's important. Fuck's sake. That opens and that valve. And that opens, that's the gas. So that and that needs to be synchronized. Oh. How am I supposed to? Maybe if I'll cut it in here along the side, I'll be able to feed the line here, and then if I obviously, because that hole is too small, that won't fit in, I'm considering of taking that off and re-drilling it so it will be the same size as the end of the cable, and that will mean that would fit perfectly then here. Same with this. So if I cut that here, yep. No, fuck it. Okay. I'm gonna have to do that. I think that's the only. Yeah, I think that's the only reasonable solution to it. Well. Right. Let's go. Okay, so I made a thing. As you can see, I've got the side of the holder here, and then I've managed to make that hole slightly bigger so the gas line fits in. And now everything seems to be working. So I made a thing, and I think it's working. So let's keep the ball rolling. What a day. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I am absolutely knackered. Cover is back on, she's painted. I started adding oil and I forgot I took off the the distributor cover, and the fucking oil went out. Anyway, that's what I meant by situation tells you to stop, so I'm stopping. Like I said, the man, I'm so tired I can't even think. Carburetor is on, thermostat is in, cover is back on. Now you've probably seen me struggling to remove hoses, so that's, yeah, so the hoses are there and there. had to take them out. They were cut when whoever was installing the LPG into this car, he had to cut into the cooling system. So I need to change those hoses. I thought I'm gonna have them in this set, but as you can see, no. Yeah, and no sign of the belts, so I can't take the pump out because the belt and the tensioner is not here, although the tensioners seem to be okay. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow, what am I gonna do tomorrow? Oh yeah, I'm gonna reconnect all the vacuum pipes, or will I? Yeah, I will. Okay, I'm gonna reconnect all the vacuum pipes. I'm gonna reconnect all the hoses that need to be reconnected, and all the vacuum pipes that are supposed to be blanked off. I'm gonna blank them off, obviously. What else do I have? Oh yeah, I might actually do the brakes tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do the discs and the brakes. And is that gonna be it? Oh, I can change the spark plugs. Ah yeah, well then I still have a few bits and pieces to do tomorrow with this car. Oh, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. See you tomorrow. Good morning, or actually good afternoon. Day 2. Like I said yesterday, we're tackling whatever I have left to do with the parts today, so I will try to blank off all the vacuum pipes, replace the fuel pipes, and I have spark plugs, so I will put new spark plugs in, and then we will tackle the brakes, and that will be it for Suzuki until I will get the remaining belts. So I need the timing belt and I need the fan belt. So once I'll have those 2 belts, I can finish off the engine, and then we will be able to... Oh, actually no. Oh, actually, I need to get that O-ring as well, because that was leaking badly. So I need to order that O-ring. So once I'll have all the bits and pieces, I'll be able to put the engine, or put the parts back all. Oh, actually, wait, there's more. I need the cooling hoses as well. So yeah, there's a few bits and pieces that I still need. So as I said, I'm gonna finish up whatever I have in parts, and then that'll be it for the day. So enjoy the watch. Okay, I think I have everything connected. Fuel pipe connected, all the fuel supply and return. Carburetor is back on. That's your air filter connection. That's back on. I was just testing whether the pipe will fit to the thermostat. That should be okay. I was wondering, because there was a connection here, and I was like, where is that coming from? What is that for? And then I obviously went to YouTube University and realized that it's actually connecting with a distributor. So I'll leave it like that so I won't forget. Okay, so for the moment that's it for the engine. I have one more job left to do, and that will be the brakes, and after that, that's it for today. I'm not gonna record. Actually, I'll just do a quick time lapse of the brakes exchange. If I stumble on if I came across any issues, I will make a comment, but if not, it's just gonna be the end. Right, once again guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.